Delta is where I'd go. And we talked about it, I think, last week in terms of $45 in Delta being a level that it basically bottomed out in, I think, August of 2017 or so, traded against 45. That's proven to be right. The stock also went from 63 to 45 in about a month and a half. So clearly these names have just been overdone to the downside, and we've talked about that for a while. In valuation, I still think Delta works. Maybe United, you get a little more bang for your buck at this point, but I think Delta can grind higher. The guidance for Delta, by the way, they got it full year $10 to $12. I mean, you could drive a semi-truck through that guidance. But with that said, a lot of people have to probably play catch-up in the airlines, and I think Delta's the place to do it.
You know, I tend to be with you in terms of which one do I go to now.
Like
It'd probably be Delta. But, you know, some of the guidance they gave, I know what Phil just said about, hey, we don't want to overdo it. But at the same time, boy, it was terrible. I mean, it's terrible relative to what everybody was expecting. They were looking for 94 cents. Yeah. They got 70 to 90. And it seems to me like United's clicking. Tim, you've been on this story for a long time. United's clicking, and they're doing the right thing, going to the right cities, it sounds like, where they're getting better margins.
Look, if you get beat up because of the government shutdown in airlines, you're buying that. I mean, that to me is absolutely one-off. It's not like other businesses that won't see that revenue coming back. Look, bottom line is it's all about valuations for the airlines. If you think that Delta 10 times takes you to, basically it's a $62 stock, that's if we're not in a recession. And otherwise, these airlines are still, this is what happens. They get priced as if the economy's in recession. They're kind of like the banks on this. And I think also how low the bar was going into these earnings, that's why, look, United's down 5% on the year. It's underperformed the S&P by about 800 basis points. So doesn't surprise me to see there. I think sentiment's still negative on airline stuff.